Troy, looked like you got some first team reps at right tackle. What's been your progress? What do you think you're improving in the most right now?
Um, Honestly, for me, just making sure that negative plays don't affect the next play is the biggest thing for me. Because coming in my first couple weeks here, I wanted to be perfect. I wanted everything to be right. But I know, I mean, we're in the NFL now. There's guy, everyone's good. So just making sure that I don't let a negative play affect the next one, and just making sure I'm taking strides each and every day. And whatever our emphasis today was, what I wrote down in my notebook was get off the ball and get to my spot. And because I knew we were doing 2 minute today, so that was the emphasis for today, and just making sure that I'm playing my game, and that's physical football. So, yeah.
Troy, are you closer to perfection, Phil?
What was that?
Are you closer to perfection that you've been seeking?
Oh, I don't think so. No, not
I
at
mean,
all.
are you rounding into it? Do you feel like you're
I don't think there is such thing as perfection in football. Like you constantly strive for it, knowing that you're never gonna achieve that. But that's the thing is that I expect that for myself, regardless of what happens, regardless who I'm going against. For me, it's just making sure that because I want to win every single rep, man. That's what what was ingrained in me in college and in high school is making sure that you approach every single rep like wanting to win it, and then um, all the technique stuff is being coached by the coaches. But for me, I can control my effort um, and what happens from my end. So
We know you've been picking Isaac's brain since you got here, but when you're with the ones, you're usually next to James Daniels. What stands out to you about him, and how much is he helping you?
James is a really good talker. Like when he wants me on the same page as him, he'll nudge me and make sure that he'll give me the count if I forget it, or if say we're in a passing down, he wants me to get off the ball, he'll tell me that. And that's the thing is trusting guys like that that have played a lot of football, and just making sure that I'm doing my best to do my job. So
Is he much of a talker off the field?
yeah, man.
Because I know, like he's kind of said before, he's like, I'm not like a huge football junkie. Like I don't do it all the time in the off season. But
Yeah, I mean, off the field, really, we don't talk too much about football, man. James is awesome. He went out of his way to talk to my mom and make sure that she was okay, and like, he reached out to her and was like, gave her his number, make sure that if anything she needed, that he was there. And, everyone in this offensive line room has really embraced me, and I really feel that way. Not even just me, Zach, and Mason. And I really feel like we fit well with a lot of these guys, and just making sure that we're not pulling the group down, that we're elevating the game. So
What's the one piece of your technique that you feel needs the most refinement to get to a starting level at this from Washington now to the NFL?
um, I would I would just say the offenses that I'm running now with the Steelers is way different than we did in Washington because we had um, four NFL receivers and an NFL quarterback. All we did was pass the ball. So transitioning now into the NFL with Coach Arthur, I know he's a really big smash mouth football, and I love it. And that's what I love about football is being able to really get off the ball and just impose your will on another man. Like you don't get to do that anywhere else. So I would just say that just the run blocking part, just the technique, especially we're doing a lot of outside zone, wide zone stuff, and just making sure that I set my angle and just run on that angle. I wouldn't say we did a lot of that in college just because um, we just weren't on the same pages with with the backs and the old line, and so it was a whole team thing. So transitioning now into the NFL, just making sure that I'm refining any part of my game, man. I'm trying to at the end of the day, you got to have a confidence to where you want to be the best in the game. So that's my goal, but it's many steps. So and I know it's many steps. So
When they move you up to the ones, do you get any notice, or is it when you show up on the field like, hey, tell me?
yeah, Coach Isaac and Coach Pat had told me, Dan, and Broderick before practice today that I was going to be running with the ones today at right tackle. And for me, it's just an opportunity. And nothing's set in stone. You know what I mean? It's just an opportunity for me to go to play big boy football. You know what I mean? And going against the best now is only going to prepare me for whatever comes in the future. So
Yeah, speaking of that a little bit, like the Steelers are known for their edge rushers. They've got a lot of quality and a lot of depth at that position. What's it been like from your point of view going against some of those guys?
I mean, you have the best in the game with TJ. I mean, his game speaks for itself. Nick Herbig, man, he's speed demon off the edge, man. And adjusting to that was a struggle for me at the beginning, but now it's me and him. I really feel like we're battling, and it's iron sharpening iron. He's telling me what I need to fix, and I'm giving him on what I'm trying to attack versus his game. So Yeah, man, I'm kind of used to battling versus, top tier athletes coming from Washington. I had guys that got drafted this past year. I'm not comparing them to TJ Watt, but just that level of competition you go against at practice, making sure that, you don't get to come to practice and slack off and expect to perform at, on Sunday. Now that we play on Sunday, you got to bring your A game every single day. So.
Let's do one more.
Troy, how do you approach Friday, and what kind of things do you want to show people?
Yeah, for me, honestly, it's I'm really focused on tomorrow's practice, to be honest, because I know I got number 90 strapping up going against him. If they do put me at the ones again, that's my biggest worry. That's my biggest challenge coming up. But looking forward to the game. For me, it's just going through my process and trusting my process. It's not straying away from what got me to this point. Just trusting, what I've done to get here. Just continue to do so, but at an elevated level. So, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Thanks, Troy.
Thanks, Troy.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.